Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the Home Weather Office on this Thursday morning. It is now the second day of May 2024. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the Home Weather Office. And as I look out the window, it is another beautiful day. We'll have a lot of sunshine today. Afternoon temperatures in the valley will make the low 80s. And while there'll be some north breeze, it won't be as gusty as yesterday. And I think that'll be the trend we'll see again during the day on Friday. But it's Thursday, and it's probably far past time for many to be making weekend plans. And if you do have outdoor plans on Saturday, we're getting a better idea of when the rain is going to start, when it's going to stop, how much rain we're going to see. But I think it's going to impact a lot of outdoor plans for the day on Saturday. And if you've got something like a wedding or something that involves people being outdoors, especially in the afternoon, you got to have contingency plans, tents, whatever it might be. Hopefully you've already started making those plans and arrangements, but Saturday is going to be pretty wet. And if this was February, it'd be no big deal in terms of the rain and snow we're going to see. But being the first weekend in May, this is on the higher end of what we expect at this time of year. So let's get to it. Let me show you what's happening this morning. We have mainly clear skies, some high thin clouds here and there, and the farther north you go, the more cloud cover you find. This is another one of these weak weather systems sliding by to the north, but especially for those of you in Plumas County and Lassen County, we'll continue to see a bit of cloud cover through the day. In the valley, maybe just some high, thin clouds, and other than that, we'll see a lot of sunshine and just a very comfortable day. All right, let's get into the timing of the rain. And I'd say one of the things that's made us quite happy in the office over the last day or so is the consistency in the models. The only changes we've been seeing are some of the timing on some of the cold air we're going to see, some of the location of the cold air. But overall, the overall theme has been very consistent, which is helpful to us, so it can be helpful to you. This is getting into Friday. Friday, a weak gradient, meaning light winds, sunshine, a few clouds, nice day. All right, let's get into the day on Saturday. This is Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. And it's about that time for areas like Sacramento. Somewhere between maybe 7 and 9 is when we're going to start to see the rain in Sacramento. By then, already raining in Lake County as well as Yuba City. The Sierra may start to see some rain. I think areas like Grass Valley and toward, let's say, Paradise and Chico will be seeing rain at 8 o'clock in the morning. But Modesto and Sonora and the Yosemite Valley would still be dry at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Let's go ahead a couple of hours. Let's stop at 1 o'clock in the afternoon right here. Nice little cold front in here. Colder air dropping in behind it. That starts the snow in the Sierra as we head into the afternoon. The snow levels will generally be above 6,000 feet. And we're likely going to see chain controls on Interstate 80. And I think that on Saturday afternoon and into the evening especially, think about 5, 6 o'clock and later, we'll likely have chain controls on Interstate 80 from King Vale over to Donner Lake. And on Highway 50, we'd have the chain controls from, let's say, Twin Bridges to Myers, that sort of thing. I haven't gotten an update or looked for an update on Monitor Pass, which is currently open. I wouldn't be surprised if that closes for the day on Saturday. So this is the mid-afternoon, early afternoon. And as you can see, we do see some solid rain, a couple of hours of rain. Then later in the day, it does begin to break up in the valley. So if your outdoor plans for Saturday in, let's say, Sacramento or Davis or Fairfield aren't until Saturday at like 7 o'clock, that'll be cool, but it should be dry. For the foothills, probably not so much. The foothills will likely stay pretty wet into the early evening hours. This is around 8 o'clock. Still snowing in the Sierra, but as you can see, many areas, especially up and down I-5 and to the west, are dry. And will likely stay that way. There's still going to be a lingering shower overnight. Then this is Sunday morning. It'll still be soggy and very cold on the west slope of the Sierra. Think Placerville and Camino being chilly. Temperatures maybe only around 40 degrees. And then snow in the Sierra, although the snow amounts would be very light on Sunday morning. We'll probably have chain controls again on Sunday morning. And then as we go through the day on Sunday, all of that goes away. We've been talking about the chance of a shower on Sunday for the valley. We'll probably end up taking that out, but leaving a chance of precipitation, especially in the morning, for the foothills and the Sierra. But by the afternoon, this is 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, everything dries out. So that's the timing on how much, or the timing on the rain. So how much rain are we expecting? For the valley, well, areas like Sacramento, a half, maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain. A little bit less in places like Modesto, maybe a 1/4 of an inch. but you can clearly see the difference between the valley and then the foothills. So that's some pretty good orographic flow. So places like Grass Valley may see 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. Places like Camino, maybe 1.25 inches. You go to places like Sonora, maybe 1 inch of rain. So yeah, it's going to be a really good soaking rain for this time of year on the west slope, and for the valley, a good steady rain. And what about snow? We are going to see snow in the Sierra. Like I said, it'll be starting above 6,000 feet. As we head into early Sunday morning, we may see some snow get down to maybe as low as 4,000 feet, but it wouldn't really be accumulating there, I don't think. It might just be some slush first thing Sunday morning, but you can plan on chain controls Saturday night and Sunday morning. And I know, again, it's the first weekend in May. You don't think about chain controls, but we'll likely have them this weekend. The other feature about all of this is going to be just how cold it gets. And what I'm going to show you here are the temperatures up around 18,000 feet. And this is a really cool feature that's going to happen with this weather system. I just love the way this looks. So this is the day on Friday. We have this little ridge overhead. We have temperatures aloft that are around minus 15. Again, these are up at 18,000 feet. So minus 15. Watch how much this drops as this little pool of cold air drops in. This is the pool of cold air. Now, cold air, and the reason I want to point this out, you get cold air at this time of year, temperatures, minus 24 up to minus 30, that brings instability. However, the timing here with the NAM anyway is a little bit later in the day. And what I'm trying to get to here is the possibility of thunderstorms in the wake of this system, maybe on Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. It has to do with the timing and the placement of the cold air. So this is the coldest air over Northern California, but this is late Saturday night. This is actually around midnight. And while we certainly have the cold air around, it doesn't coincide with the better part of the day. So in other words, if you have sunshine, you're not going to have sunshine at midnight. If you had sunshine and we had this feature going overhead, we'd probably have some pretty good instability. But the coldest air happening overnight helps to limit that. And as we go into the day on Sunday, you can see that cold air moves out and we rapidly get into warm air advection and north flow, which is why the precipitation shuts off so fast. However, there are likely going to be some areas where we may see some thunderstorms on Sunday, on Saturday afternoon. And for that, I'll show you the Cape, the instability. And as we go into Saturday afternoon, it's areas, Colusa County, Butte County I'd include, as well as Red Bluff and Redding. I think those areas have a very good chance of some thunderstorms. Again, coinciding with that coldest air moving in. The farther south you go, the chance of thunderstorms certainly dissipates. I think there's almost no chance of thunderstorms in Stanislaus County or Tuolumne County. We may see something as far south as, let's say, Roseville, but again, it's going to depend on just the timing of this cold air and the placement of the cold air, because you really need the temperatures to be down around minus 20, minus 25. And as you go farther south, you get into actually some warmer air. So that's one of the wild cards we'll look for on Saturday afternoon, is the possibility of maybe a couple of thunderstorms. But again, I think they're generally going to be from Sacramento to the north. But if we do see any thunderstorms, it would certainly be cold enough that they provide some small hail, as well as maybe some brief downpours. So that's what we're expecting for Saturday. And again, Sunday looks like it's just going to be a cool, but generally dry day for most areas, certainly in the valley. But the foothills will probably wake up to some rain and then see clearing as we go through the day. So I hope that gives you enough information to make your outdoor plans for Saturday. It does look as though much of the daylight hours, the middle part of the day especially, will be soggy. But again, if your outdoor plans are, let's say, in Sacramento or Stockton, and they're after 6 o'clock in the evening or so, there's a good chance that that'll be dry, but it will be pretty chilly. Otherwise, if you've got a wedding or other outdoor event at 2 in the afternoon, just about everywhere, it's probably going to be raining. So I hope you can make other plans for that. So that's everything I've got for you this morning. We will be detailing this on the air at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. Heather Walden will be doing the 4 and the 10. I'll be doing the others. And also, I haven't done a Facebook live chat in a while. Some of you have been asking about that. We will do one tonight at 8 o'clock. So if you want more, if you have more questions about what it is we're expecting over the weekend, you can ask those questions. We'll try to answer as many as we can tonight at 8 o'clock on Facebook. So again, that's everything I've got for you this morning. A beautiful day today. Get out and enjoy it. I'll talk to you later.